way people ask questions sometimes frustrates hiring managers. And if there are hiring managers on the call, they can probably speak to this. Answer the question the hiring manager is asking you. And that may seem like a silly thing to say, but hiring managers are an obvious thing to say, but people will answer as if they were asked a different question. That frustrates the hiring manager, and you lose the rapport because now they have to ask you again and again. And it may seem like you're being evasive, which might be enough to nudge you out of the running. So lock in on what they're asking you. If you have to clarify, if you have to get clarification, do that. And I'm just thinking about someone specifically where sometimes with my coaching clients, I'll put them in the lab and I'll have them interview with an executive in a mock interview. And the feedback that I got from this one particular person was that, so the CM, he was interviewing with the CMO, simulated, and her feedback was, it's so hard to get answers out of him. It's almost as if it feels like he's being
Oof.
evasive.
Yeah,
And it was off-putting to her, even though it was simulated. That's how off-putting it can be if you're making them work
yeah,
during the interview. So I should also say, every claim that you make about yourself, have a fact to back it up with.
absolutely. Is it around, like, the value of real world examples that, like, you've actually done or
Absolutely.
been a part of? Like, not
Absolutely.
not some fictitious blah, 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 like, I mean, I remember
What you've
once I was
actually
in
done.
they responded with industry data, and I was like, "No, I specifically wanna understand your experience with this," and it's like, you lose credibility when you can't, like, if when I'm, like, asking specifically about you, absolutely not.
It's like people will dance around that question, or they'll say the fluffy, and I urge you not to say this, but some people will say it anyway. Like people will say, I'm a quick learner, as if that's a mic drop moment. Your competition is saying the same thing, so it doesn't distinguish you. If you're going to use that fluffy answer, you would say, you would give them an example of when you've learned something quickly. If you're going to give that, that's not the best answer, but if you're going to give
Okay.
it, give specific examples. So if you have stories around your answers, that makes it memorable. People remember stories. So the idea is to be memorable so that so that the person you're talking to can tell your story to other people. Get good at storytelling in your interview process. This will make you memorable. So whereas your competition is giving dry examples, you're actually telling stories. And that's what people remember.
Well, it's like you remember people remember how you make them feel type of thing, and you're like, "I really
Yes,
like them," but then sometimes you're like, "Well, why?" I'm like, "Oh god, I don't always remember." I'm like, "But I
yes.
remember how I felt." So I think that yeah.